All right, now let me continue a little bit more with what are the benefits of offering a lease option instead of just running a for rent ad. Well, even if there's a shortage of rentals, and right now I don't know when you're hearing this, but as of right now, rentals are a little bit tougher to find. Here's the problem with the rental. When the people go in there, if they give you a deposit equal to the first month's rent, $700, $800, $900, whatever it is, you understand they can do a lot more damage than $700 or $800 or $900, right? But when they lease the house with the option to buy, and they've given you $5,000 or $6,000 down, they're more apt to take care of it because mentally they've got this thought: hey, this is going to end up being our home. Because we have an option for 2, 3, 4, 5 years locked in, or we have the rights to buy the house for the $110,000 or whatever the dollar amount is, right? Now, here's another nice thing that does for you. If you're the person running the ad, you have to understand, nobody brags to their friends, hey, I rent a house. What a big shot, I rent a house. No, but they all want to brag to their friends that, hey, I'm going to be buying a home. That is the American dream, right? Well, here's what's great about that. If you run an ad that says, no banks needed, lease with an option to buy, down payment required, here's what happens. When people contact you, they'll simply tell you what kind of money they have to work with as a down payment. And you can sort out the people that are nitwits, right? If they call you, go, I have no money, I'm never going to get any money, I've never had any money, I don't pay my bills, I don't save any money. You don't want those people. Because you see, I believe that there's two kinds of bad credit. There's people that just don't pay the bills, and then there's people where maybe a divorce or a death or a loss of job, something temporarily happened to mess up their credit. But these are the kind of people, they'll get back on their feet. So when you run that ad that says, no banks needed, you can become a homeowner, now you get to pick between good people. And usually when they say, well, what kind of down payment are you looking for? It gives me a chance to say, well, because especially if I'm handling it for the company or the partners or whatever, I'll say, well, we're somewhat flexible. How much do you have to work with? And maybe they can come up with more money. Or maybe they'll say, well, I've got $5,000 down now, but my grandmother said she'd loan me another $2,500 or whatever. Now, is that a beautiful thing or what? And in fact, the last ad we ran, I did a little video walkthrough of the house, and I went ahead and posted it on YouTube because I didn't want to go show the house until people had a chance to kind of look at it. And I just checked it after, I think, 2 days of running, or 3 days, whatever it was, and there was over a couple hundred people had viewed the video to look at it. Now, that doesn't mean there's a couple hundred people interested in the house, but you see, it gives them a chance to look at the house. And I simply posted a video using my phone on YouTube. It gives them a chance to look at it and make a decision. Hey, I like this house, or no, that would not fit our family, or no, we don't want it, or no, that would be perfect, or whatever. So when they call me, I always like to ask, did you see the pictures and did you look at the video? Okay, good. Do you have any questions for me? Then we set it up so we give them a time that they can go walk through the house, but not until we know that they can afford the monthly. In other words, we want to find out about their income. We don't care so much about their credit now because, you see, I'm willing to give them 2, 3, 4, 5 years to be able to fix things, right? That's a good thing. That's what happens with the lease with the option. That way the mom can raise her kids and dad can put up his workbench and hang up his screwdrivers and wrenches in the garage and that type of thing. Now, hang with me now. This is going somewhere because in our next video, I'm going to show you exactly how you could be making $5,000 in the next 10 days if you want to. How cool is that? Now, I'm building on this, so stay with me. So I wanted you to have lease options part 2.